Hello survivors, hello, welcome to the stream guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Thank you very much. Hope everyone's feeling good. We'll get to your comments in just a second. Make sure you hit that like button guys. You know how to do. You know what to do, you know what to do. Okay guys, how are we doing today? You feeling alright? Who we got in chat? We've got Justin, Christian, Bretland, Valiant, Tomb, Daylight. What's up? Welcome to the stream guys. Very much appreciate you tuning in. I'm having a good day, feeling good. Lockdown's feeling alright. I can't complain too much. Quite a lot on the chopping block in the next week or two, but I can't complain too much. Got a lot to do, I hope to get 2 videos out tomorrow, but it's gonna be a grind fest. I'm trying to get used to my new PC. Like, it's hard to create content on it. Like, Windows 11 just, all the buttons are in a different place, so it just takes me extra time to do stuff. It's so frustrating. I've actually looked into making it so that I can revert it back to like Windows 7 when it comes to how it's the layout basically. Like even something as simple as copy pasting is not the same. It's brutal. It is brutal. Welcome to the stream, Angel. What's up, Nathan? Welcome in. What's this chopping block? I just got a lot of content that I've like got on the roll. Like I think I've got 4 pieces of content lined up, and that generally doesn't happen. Maybe I have like 1 or 2, like a new character I know will come out, and I have to make a a video for a certain time. I've kind of got 4 pieces that I kind of need to get done by next Tuesday, and some of it's tomorrow. Like I need to get at least 1 or 2 tomorrow. I think probably 2 because of war weekends. Then another one has to go out on Sunday, and then probably another one on Tuesday. But yeah, it just mounting up a little bit. We want Starfield content. I haven't played Starfield for a little while. I actually laughed about it recently. I have played Starfield for like 30 hours total, and I haven't even done the first like story mission yet. I've just basically rolled around, just blasting pirates and finding loot and leveling up and stuff. It is good fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really good like, it's good to have a game where you don't really care how much you play it. You can have like a week break, and it's more of a decompressor. What games should be a bit more of a decompressor. Whereas RTS is not that game for me anymore. It hasn't been for a while, man. I don't think it is for a lot of people in chat. That's why I always recommend having another game that you play that you don't really care about, and it's just for fun. Always good. Single player games especially, because they do complete as well, which is generally quite nice. Yeah, welcome to the stream, J Floyd as well. I'll be scaring people Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting tomorrow until 29. Is it that can be for that much time? So it's like over a month of Halloween in America. That's mad. Does Halloween like stop the second Halloween happens? It stops, but the build up to it is like a month and a half. I still play Halo 3. That's what I mean. It's good to have that game that you kind of have a bit of a release in. But I mean, I guess you're playing it online. It's a little bit different. I play an old game online from time to time, and my competitive head's still in that game, so it can frustrate me, especially when you're playing with other players who aren't very good. It's hilarious, but it's funny. But yeah, a Halloween job does sound cool. Yeah, it does sound pretty cool. Make sure you save that money, Daylight. Spend it on something useful. Not loads of candy. I know what you're like. You love your candy. You candy. Hit them like buttons. Yes, please. Yes, please. I work tomorrow. He's a working man now. He's a working man. I said that even in Cygnus, right? I'm always scared when I see Cygnus' name. I'm like, did I say hello? Like, I'm not even joking. I get like PTSD. I forgot to say I got that Ant Stream Arcade on my Xbox. Already old games, from 8-bit to 16-bit era. And that's fun. That's actually pretty cool. I kind of want to play some, you know, like side-scrollers. The old-style side-scrollers. I guess they're called like platform games. Like there was some Star Wars platform game that was kind of hard. I don't know, just kind of want to play some of the old ones. Too late, spend it all on 3 Ultra Pools. You got 3, wow. Spend that money on some RTS events. I don't think that's going to do that. I don't think he's going to do that. He'll sooner do candy, that's for sure. Okay, so the Governor event has ended, guys. The Awakened Governor event is over. The store is still up. I need to spend some bits. I think I can get 1 advanced crate and 1 ultra crate. They did obviously give out the compensation. They did it in time, which is great. If you were someone who was like thinking ahead, you could have potentially done those missions before there was an issue with leagues, because you know the week mission I think started last Thursday, whereas leagues was down from Monday, which obviously affected arenas. So theoretically you could have come out of it with like extra advanced and ultra bags. Not many. I think you might be able to get 1 of each, or maybe like 2 more advanced and 1 more ultra. If you left everything to last minute, then you're gonna be like me. When it comes to the arenas, I generally leave it to last minute. I generally do it on the Monday or the Tuesday of the week, like the beginning rather than the end. I don't know. Nice one, Ezekiel. Nice one. Keep smashing that barrier. You do that. Spend 1,300 games of various machines. Take a peek. I will. What's it called? Ant Stream Arcade. Okay, I'll see if it's on Steam. It might. I doubt it will be, to be honest, but we'll see. Hey, what's up? I'll follow you. Welcome to the stream. I said your name correctly this time. It did. My tongue did make the right shapes at the right times. So glad I got off work and I could catch the stream for my birthday weekend. Hey, happy days. 4 decades, I know I'm old. Okay, got a Watcher of Realms going in the background. Nice. Yeah, Watcher of Realms is always going in the background for me now. Although I have pretty much spent all my energy. I've got content planned for that game as well. I've got like at least 4 pieces of content, actual content. I've been pretty much just doing pool videos for the time being, but actual content. And also my stream day for that day, anyone who's interested, is going to be Tuesdays now. So I'll be streaming next Tuesday in that game. Probably in the afternoon, whatever the time is right now for you. I'll probably start like 4 hours earlier than the time is right now. Just for a couple of hours every week. I'll do my Void and some other stuff. I'm enjoying that game still, obviously. I've kind of hit a point where it's tough to advance, but I've kind of looked at where everyone else is in our guild, and I think I can help people out in terms of advancing. Why have all these offers got no prices? Does that mean they're free? Okay, the prices turned up. Look at that. Just as I thought I was going to get everything for free. Guys. I'm guys. Okay. It just felt like we just did one of these because it was such a massive one. Is this faction? Feels good. Hey, Kian, thank you very much. Member for 23 months, man. You are 1 month away from the 2 years. I do really appreciate it, bro. The ongoing support when you don't play RTS. I think it's been like at least 6 months. At least. At least. Have we got any remap to do here? Nope. Look at this. I've been keeping up with it. Be proud, guys. Be proud. And then what else we got? We got the last one to do for Lee. We'll do Lee's last one. This is week 2, so there's 2 more weeks to go. And we'll get him near the end. Hey, Bretland, 25 months. You're just into your red badge. I know you like your red badge, bro, but you've got this for another 11 months. And like I said, unless you stagger some memberships across different accounts, I don't know, man. You're kind of in trouble. A lot longer, yeah, it has been quite a bit longer, over a year. Yeah, I think so. It was basically, wasn't it like 1 year ago right now when All Stars came out? All Stars has been out for a year. So, and I think that's when you stop playing RTS, right? Around that. Definitely can use the help. Been watching other contents to try and figure out how to advance. Yeah, definitely gonna do some stuff on the different gear rates there. Yeah, around there. Yep. Yep. Brennan is 1-upping people in 2 ways as well. He said, like, I'm tier 1 plus and 25 months. Take that. Anyone who's got a green name in the chat, by the way, you get one of these. You get to share your membership, like, time. You get to do that once a month, just to like update. It's free. They did it so you didn't have to like break your membership to rejoin to see how long you actually been a member for, or to like have it pop up in my chat. And I do not mind you sharing at all. Don't ever think, oh, he hates it. I love it. I love it. I love seeing how long you guys have been members. I like seeing how close you are to the next badge. I love it. I love the chickens, like Bartholomew. Oh, damn, I was so close to saying it properly. Bartholomew said about I don't know what it is. Some words I have problems saying the word momentum. Really have problems saying that word. I think there's words that everyone has problems with, but I know which words I have problems with, and apparently Bartholomew is one of those. Momentum. I have a lot of problems saying that word. Anyway, I do still enjoy watching your video streams though. I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. Sometimes I miss it, but then, nah. I mean, I think you can play RTS at various, like, levels. You don't necessarily have to go, like, into the war levels, let's say. I think war is what makes people kind of hate the game, you know? Sure, they can love it because of war, but I think that's eventually what gets people. Like, they don't want to have to put in massive amount of time, or some people, they think they have to pay a lot of money to be in war. You don't necessarily even have to be in a faction. I think you can still, like, chill out, you know, take part in events and stuff like that and have fun. You know, buy battle passes if you want to, get in a weapon here and there just for fun if you want to collect stuff. You know, I see it more of a collection game myself, and war's just kind of a secondary thing. Hey, J Floyd, 10 months. You're close. Close to the pink badge. Not good bragging would be I got the most gifted stuff. I think you and Steve have got quite a lot, yeah. Because you're like 2 of the most active people in my streams.
Good.
Hey! Thank you very much, guys. I see a donation from...
Do you also enjoy the Streamlabs donos? You don't mind them, do you?
I don't mind donations, and I don't mind super chats. I do not. I can't complain. And I don't mind gifted memberships, which has just happened. And it's Bartholomew has gifted a membership, and it's gone to Sean. So thank you very much to Bartholomew, and congratulations, Sean.
Feels good.
There it isn't.
Good.
It's weird how the order of things sometimes goes crazy. J Floyd, thank you again. Closing in on those 12 months, 2 more months away. 10 months Fahrenheit is like 6 years Celsius, I think. Something like that. All I remember, I can always remember this one where 28 degrees Celsius is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. 28, 82, just switch the numbers around. That's the only one I can always remember. I can't remember any others. So if someone says like, oh, it's 105, I kind of figure, damn, it must be pretty hot. That sounds like about 35. You know? Which is pretty decent, you know? But if someone says, oh, it's in the 80s, you know, it's quite cool, I'm going, that's actually pretty hot. Because England, that's pretty hot. But anyway. Anyway. I want to spread the birthday love and think Steve B will help on the fences last week. Yeah, you did indeed. I do appreciate that, Bartholomew. You didn't have to do that, and it's your birthday. You're gifting me a membership. I appreciate it, though. I'm skipping Lee and Cal. Is that smart? It's completely up to you. If you look at the character and say, hey, I don't want to get this character, then that's it. Pretty much as simple as that. If you're skipping them without looking at them, that's not so smart. Like, Cal hasn't been released yet, so it's not good to like necessarily automatically say you're going to skip. I'm most likely going to skip Cal, but my situation is, my medal situation is so bad right now. And if I go for Cal, which I probably could do, I 100% have to skip someone else. And if I 100% have to skip someone else, like, actually, theoretically, I don't have to skip Cal. I can just hold on to his medals, or whatever, his tokens, until I have the medals. I could theoretically do that. I don't have to, like, full on skip him. But I actually kind of want to have one awakened character that I don't get, because I want to see how they release the Awakened tokens, and I want to go through that process myself. So far, they haven't done anything with Negan's tokens and stuff, so we'll have to wait and see there. Double centigrade and add 30. It sounds about right, but it's 2882. That doesn't work, I don't think. Because that'll be 2886. It's close, but yeah, it's close-ish. Celsius times 2 plus 32. Is that right? 28 times 2 is 56. Plus 32 is 88. No, 28 is 82. So like that's 6 degrees Fahrenheit off. It's close. Again, it's close. But yeah, it's close. Real formula is okay. That's great. That's great. I don't know why you guys use Fahrenheit, man. The fact that freezing is 0 and boiling is 100. Surely this is just we've got the right thing, right? Like centigrade, Celsius is the 100% the correct one. Freezing is 0, boiling is 100. What is freezing in Fahrenheit? Because if it's like some random number like I don't know 23, and then what's boiling? 127. I don't even know. It's gonna be worse than that. 32 is freezing. Yeah, sounds like it makes sense. That makes complete sense. 32. Who wouldn't realize that's freezing? Yeah. Fahrenheit, man. Fahrenheit. And you know what? Oh, no, I better not go that far. That's rough. I've got some Americans in the chat. I was about to just rip into Americans for maybe not being so smart as well. Like, but I was gonna say like there are some Americans that aren't so smart, so making them have to work out Fahrenheit is pretty tough. But like I can't work it out. I don't even know what's going on. 32 for freezing? Like what? I don't even know what that means. Good. What's boiling, guys? What's boiling? I need to know. 212. My goodness, 212. Must be fun. Fahrenheit sounds like it's fun, but kind of like just a school kid. I don't know, some like 6-year-old just making up stuff as he goes along, you know? You know? Having a little story. I want to actually find out the origins of Fahrenheit because it doesn't seem to make like what's it based off of? Is it just random numbers? Like what's the reason for Fahrenheit? Like what's 0 Fahrenheit mean? Is that like a particular like you know what I'm saying, right? Like the way like kilometers work is it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't seem to be based around anything. It's just like someone slapped a random number on it. Nobody works it out. They look at their phone or their thermometer. That's what I mean. That's mad. What the heck is even a kilometer? It's 1,000 meters. It's just like 1,000. Like, yeah. I mean, I can't talk too much because UK does use some old numbers like miles. We use miles still, but that isn't that big a deal. Like, miles make sense to a certain extent, but I like the format of like liters, you know, milliliters, so on and so forth. Grams, kilograms, just because it's all the same format. And I think I can't remember. Doesn't a liter weigh a certain amount? Like isn't it like a kilogram is a liter of water or something like that? It's like you can actually work out how much a kilogram is just by getting a liter of water. I think that's it. Like that sounds kind of cool. Like, that kind of crossover is awesome. He set the point at which water, ice, and ammonium chloride, a salt, stabilized is 0. Okay. So, like, salt water. Is that basically like salt water? Fahrenheit scale was first proposed in 1724 by the German physicist Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. Using a tube filled with mercury or alcohol, Fahrenheit determined his scale based on 3 points. Okay, that's kind of interesting. He set the point at which still water just began to form ice on its surface as 32. See, that's weird. Like, I don't know. That's weird, isn't it? Just seems to be a random number, right? I don't know. Depends on the substance. 1 gallon of water is 8 pounds. Is 8 pounds 1 kilogram? It might be. I'm not sure. But, like, again, that's not easy to, like... A litre of water and a litre of feathers weigh the same. This is true. Well, actually, it's not. Because that is not true. That is not true. A kilogram of water and a kilogram of feathers weigh the same. True. But litre is not a weight. A litre is, like, how much space they take up. So a litre of feathers can actually weigh less than a litre of water. 8 pounds. Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. As for why the United States adopted the Fahrenheit scale, it was the preferred scale worldwide. Fahrenheit was one of the main scales in use in England at the same time as US started. Yeah, this is true. This is probably true. It's weird that America haven't like progressed when it comes to that sort of stuff. Like, genuinely, a lot of the things they have. This is the thing that I hear a lot of people say. Yeah, but I mean, England's moved on a lot of things. But I just find it funny. I always find this kind of stuff funny. Like, America's still like on those old scales, which not a lot of people use now, and they don't really make a lot of sense. So how many stones do you weigh? We don't do stones in the UK anymore. We mainly do kilograms and pounds. Like, you will not find, like, when you go into a gym, it says how much a dumbbell is in kilograms and pounds. It doesn't say how many stones it weighs, for instance. But I could probably convert it into stones. But yeah. 1 litre of H2O is 1 kilogram. Exactly, that's the thing. I think that kind of like crossover is really, really sick. And this is just like, it is good if you ever need to work out something. You know? I just think that's cool. Now, the UK doesn't... I think UK still uses pounds as one of its main weights, though. We kind of use loads of different things. We're kind of like in transition from the old system to the new system, and I think it's going to take probably another like 100 years for it to fully go over. But America's not even trying. Not even trying, bro. Like, the best thing about coming to Celsius, right? Just using this as an example, it's the easiest one to really get on with. 0 freezes, 100 boils, and then that's it. Everything in between, you know, 40 is when it starts to get hot. Like, room temperatures, like what? I can't remember what room temperature is again. Like 16, 18. Body temperature's like 35. Am I right with 35? I might be wrong with 35. Although I think UK does body temperature by Fahrenheit. I could be wrong there. We might still do body temperature by Fahrenheit because body temperature is meant to be 100. So that's the only thing that makes sense with Fahrenheit, I think, is your body temperature is 100 Fahrenheit. I could be wrong. Is that right? I can't remember half of these. 98.6. Okay. 100 is like where you're just a little bit ill. Right? You're under the weather. And then I think it's like 103. Like, that's weird. I'll say that's straight up weird. I know that the UK still does temperature in Fahrenheit. for humans. But like for everything else we do it in Celsius. Okay, that is bizarre. I'm gonna go ahead and say it straight away. Say that. Okay, we're gonna finish this roadmap anyway. I think I'm safe to complete the other roadmap, so I'm just gonna buy the stuff today because I want to just get a mod and I want to get some stuff. It's all philosophies. They can make a new unit to weigh like 1 gallon of water. I hope you get the idea. I mean, yeah, sure, but I just think it's cool that they actually bothered to do that, you know? I just think it's cool that they actually bothered to do that. Okay, we've got the Gov tokens. Now, Gov store does end in 3.5 hours, guys. If you've got any of these tokens left, just spend them. Unless you're saving for Governor and you want to, you know, save as many tokens as you had, or you've got 10,000, you want to wait until you've got medals. That makes sense. But anything over 10,000, you don't need to save. So you 100% should spend. I'm going to pick up... I think I'm going to pick up 1 Ultra, 1 Advanced, and 2 Silver Choice tokens. I like that they've added Silver Choice tokens in here. It's good for people who need them. We're going to go 1 Ultra. It opens it straight away. 1,000. One of these days, guys, I've opened like 500 of these Advanced and Ultra bags now. One of these days... I swear. One of these days it's gonna happen. I should have had at least 2. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, we're gonna get 2 silvers. I also noticed they're giving away tons of silvers in this weekly challenge. Has anyone else seen this? Just make sure you're doing Faction Assault, I think it is. 20 silvers for doing 40 Faction Assault energy, like using 40 Faction Assault energy, is really good. That means this week you can effectively max out a gold just from the silvers here. So make sure you're doing that. I kind of have not been doing my Faction Assault crazily enough. I've only done it 3 times in the last 5 days. I have to do it for the next 2 days to get this done. Now, I would say it's probably worth spending some coins to do some extra hits if you really need to. Or just keep an eye on it for next week at least. But that's pretty decent. 20 silvers is nice. Between 36 and 37.4 and above is classed as fever. Trust me, I've had plenty. Yeah. Have they started doing temperature in Celsius then, Cygnus? Because I still remember them doing temperature in Fahrenheit for ages. What am I on? Is this stage 5? Yeah, is this tier 5? Okay. Skip Peru. What's up, weird girl? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Lock NSYNC is back together. Like, legit. Which one's NSYNC? Is NSYNC the one that is, like, You Are My Fire? Is that them? Or is that Backstreet Boys? I can't remember the difference. Backstreet Boys had Justin Timberlake in it, right? I think so. Okay, there we go. So I've done my 8 energy today, and I have to do 8 more energy tomorrow, but I think I've actually got a little bit extra time. Let me just double check. Okay, I actually can spend 24 energy. I'm in the wrong thing. I can spend 24 energy. Okay, that's not too bad. I might have to do my daily SR, so I'll do it today. Oh no, I don't. I've got SR tournament right up right now, so we're good. We're good on that. Everything's juicy. Feels good. I think we've got some normal daily roadmaps to do. Yeah, we have. Oh, we've done that one.
Feels good.
Sounds good. Hey, Dan, thank you very much. Oh, Bartholomew, thank you very much, should I say. And Dan, congratulations. I appreciate that. Again, man, another gifted membership. Broski, it doesn't do any noise. I've tried to make it so it doesn't noise when someone does a gifted. It doesn't. It popped up on the screen though. I didn't see it. But thank you so much, Bartholomew. I mean that a lot. We need more people on Walker Duty. Dan is on Walker Duty. It's true. That's it. Get on the fences. Get on the fences. You are relieved. You are relieved. Sean hasn't been in chat, but he is no longer on the fences. They have always done it in the 4 years I've been frequent in the hospital. What, in Celsius? Okay. It's weird. It's weird. Oh, Justin Timberlake is NSYNC. I might have, see, I don't know, man. I didn't care about boy bands when I was younger, and B, they're American, so it wasn't as big a deal in the UK. You know, they weren't a worldwide band as much. I mean, they were, but they weren't like as big outside of America as they were in America. Like, I'm guessing you guys have never heard of like E17, for instance, or Take That. Maybe Take That, but E17, I'm guessing you haven't heard of E17. Boyzone. Boyzone was, I think, pretty reasonably big, but they were Irish, so, you know, it's a bit different. And also, I think one of the people in Boyzone is like, he writes a lot of music still. I can't remember, the blonde guy. Boy bands turned into K-pop. Yeah, I mean, I don't know any of the K-pop stuff either. It's never been something I've followed. I'm gonna be honest. Boy bands or even girl bands, honestly, not really been ever my thing. Can I see again Job's team? Well, the team I've just randomly put together, Job. It might be a roadmap team because I was doing a roadmap and I just wanted to use Job in it. That is theoretically the reason why that was happening. Because the roadmap have like specific requirements, like you have to use certain characters, and I might just put Job as the leader for fun. These maps are brutal. I mean, there are a lot of them for sure. Dan, get it? Yeah. There is no problem with the system in USA or UK. They just want to make it an international system. I mean, I think eventually human race will get there where everyone's using the same system, you know. Now, and then after everyone's using the same system, people are going to be like, you know what, it's weird that these guys over here don't speak the same language as us. Maybe in like 1,000 years we'll have a new language. You know? That'll be the future wars, the language wars. Take over a place and then forbid people from being able to speak a certain language. Although that kind of has happened in the past already, to be honest, but it feels like kidnapping, making someone a community member, then immediately putting them to work. I mean, we're saving them, right? We're saving them. They're outside in the wilderness, getting like hunted by walkers and random humans. You know, like there's some scary people out there, and we're letting them into the community. All they've got to do is man the fences. Like they're in the same situation they were before, except there's a fence between them and danger. I think they're gonna be happy, and they get food for free. You know, they get food for free. At least you all had the best girl band, Spice World in the house. Spice Girls, yeah, funny stuff. I mean, that was actually kind of hilarious. I don't know how big they were in America. I know they tried to kind of go over to America and stuff, but they were massive in the UK for sure. Is Awakenly good? I like the fact that I can disarm 2 people turn 1. I think he needs, if I wanted to like utilize the disarm side of things, I need someone else to be able to disarm too, so I can disarm like a lot of a team, and then I could blow teams up a little bit easier with like Tyrese. Like Tyrese is really nice, so is Carver, but the biggest issue they run into is the fact that they both crit, so both run into 60% weapons a lot. Not many people use disarm resist, so it's very, very effective. It just isn't that much of it on attack. Also, you have to sacrifice his command to do his disarm turn 1, which is a little bit questionable. And honestly, I don't think command works on defense. Like, it straight up just doesn't happen. If someone's commandable, he just never commands them. So that means he's not even going to get his passive to work. Like, I tried it with Akira, and if you've come up against Akira on defense teams, he just doesn't do his burn. And it would be pretty devastating if he did. But I teamed him up with Kapoor. Like I can show you now. I'm 99% sure he just will not command unless they fixed it, which I don't think they have. We can just, I think I've got a team somewhere with them on, but I'll just put it in this team, which I think this was probably the Governor roadmap team, because Governor's missing from this team. Seems good. And I think he is a tank. There's only this many tanks that are alert. Interesting. Okay, so now we put in Kapoor. And now we put in... Is he a support? And now we put in Akira. So what should happen is... He should command Kapoor, right? Should happen. Just doesn't do it. And I can do this 100 times. He will not do it. And just in case it's like a frequency thing, we can go overkill here, right? We can go overkill, and he will not be commanded by anybody. I don't know if this works actually. Can I do specialist skill searches? Command. Yes, I can. Oh no. So I'll put in 4 commands. And Kapoor will still not get commanded. Right? This is a new meta defense team, guys. Don't show anyone. Meta. World champions. It's going to be brutal. Shh, don't tell anybody. Anyway. He's not going to get commanded, though. I'm guaranteeing it. The chances of him not getting commanded... Oh, he did get commanded. He did get commanded. Maybe it's where the positioning is. Do you think it's where the positioning is? Do you think... Because that used to be a thing in RTS. It used to be a thing. Let's try again. But you see how 4 other characters took their turn before... He didn't use his SIG eyes because someone attacked. But he's going last for some reason. It just seems a little bit random. Now, who's going first in my team? Right now, I think it's Akira every time, or Laura. I don't think there's an attack order anymore. But it looks like he's going. Okay. Maybe there is an attack order, but it seemed a little bit random. This time, he got commanded by Lee. It just doesn't seem consistent, you know? It just doesn't seem consistent. Let me change their positioning. We'll put Akira leads, because he seems to be going late. And then now we'll put Kapoor here. It might be based on positioning, but it's not consistent, and that's the thing. If it's not consistent, it can't be really used very well. Because what you want is you want him to command him. So he went first again, even though they swapped positions. So I don't know. Maybe it's in alphabetical order, because Rick and Lee are in alphabetical order after Kapoor. I don't know. And Laura is actually that. If what I'm saying is true here, I'm gonna be face palming. Let me see if we can just get it to happen one time. Akira first. Is it actually alphabetical order, guys? Let's try and test this. That's mad, because they've just completely swapped the order that they're going in. It's not positional. It's alphabetical order. You need a command named like Zebra, you know. Okay, so we'll do Krista, then we'll do Negan, and then we'll do an obvious person name. We'll do an obvious person who should be last. That's done it in the wrong order. Name. Oh no, Yuletide Zeke. So he definitely should be last, right? Should be. We've got to watch the order here, guys. It'll be difficult. It should go Akira, Krista, Negan, Kapoor, Zeke. Ready? Okay, Negan went first. So that isn't how it goes. But Zeke did go last. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. It's in order of age. It could be like character code order. You know, like there's a background character code on the character. Because they're definitely in order. Because they're doing exactly the same order every time. It was Negan, then it was Krista, then Akira, then Kapoor. If it does it the same order, Negan, Akira, Krista, then Kapoor. I think Kapoor went first. He got his AP first. It just didn't do the animation first. I don't know. It's just not consistent. You see what I'm saying with the command? It's just not consistent. And I think it's based on the change they did to make it... I don't know. I think a lot of the time commands went last. It was enforced to do commands. It used to work when Barker was a leader. When Barker first came out, you put him as a leader and you could have a command, and that used to work. He used to get commanded. But then, for whatever reason, it just randomly stopped. Zoo, yeah, that would have been hilarious, yeah. I don't think it's alphabetical order by loads of things, but that would have been just absolutely ridiculous. That would have made Akira a terrible command because he would generally be going first. Why did we time out daylight? What did he do? What did he do? Putting them on the face also means they got a weapon to defend themselves. I need to test how this new timeout works, so I'm going to do it for 10 seconds, time else to test, no troll. Okay. He just deletes all his comments though. That's the thing. And it also deletes all his comments in the review of the stream. So like if someone watches back the stream, all of Daylight's comments are gone. Just FYI. Yeah, that's generally how timeouts work a lot of the time. It's because you're timing them out because what they're saying is potentially problematic, but you don't want to ban them. Just to make it so that they're not able to speak. And what they have said isn't seen. Rick and Lee have turn 2 signature moves. Laura and Akira have turn 1. Maybe signature moves override command sequencing randomly. But Akira wasn't doing... Oh, right, no, Akira was. You're right. Yeah, you could potentially be right there. Signature moves could be being prioritized over commanding, which would and considering it was Lee and Rick, we'll go back and test it again with just Lee. He did. Those are the only two we saw command. Lee and Rick were the only ones we actually saw do a command, so that is potentially it. Maybe Awaken Lee will work differently. I mean, he will because he's got a turn 1. So if it's based on what you just said, then he will definitely not command. It only was just a test. Yeah, I know. I saw you type it, but yeah. I listened to all the boy bands you mentioned when I was talking to my girlfriend from the States about Robbie Williams, and take that she hadn't heard any of the songs. Okay. Yeah, take that as what about Blur? Did Blur make it to America, or Oasis? I think Oasis maybe got a little bit. It was a slightly different type of boy band. The Blur and Oasis wars in the UK was massive at one point. I didn't care about either of them, but it was crazy. Yeah. The AI will prioritize their sync move over commanding someone. It seems that way. I did say I was going to test it. We'll do that in a second. About one song each made the radio here. What of Oasis and do you know Wonderwall? Do Americans know Wonderwall? That's such a massive song in the UK, even today. Most people know the lyrics to that. Even younger generations, just because it gets randomly sung in pubs and stuff. We had Blur, not... Oh no, Blue. Was Blue a band as well? Blur was a band, but there was a band called Blue as well. #1 karaoke song of all time, Wonderwall. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's even today. I don't really go to the pub or anything like that much, but I went to a pub a couple of years ago, and randomly it came on, and everyone starts singing it. It's just one of them good feel songs to properly let empty your lungs to, you know. pass out because you can't breathe. If anyone's never heard that song, you should maybe Google like karaoke because it just goes off because everyone knows that song, at least in the UK. Okay, we'll test it though. Friendly defense. Where am I? And we'll remove everybody, but we'll put in Lee as a tank, right? And it's weird that this is, no, he's not a tank, but it's weird that there's been only 6, 7, okay, there 8. I haven't got some of them. Like 8 tanks that are tough. You know, it just doesn't seem like a lot, but there have been like 100. I guess that if there's 5 traits, sorry, 4 traits and 5 roles. There's 5 roles, right? Medic, control, damage, tank, support. Yeah. I guess there would only be like 8 to 10 of each max. Is he not a tank? Support. Okay. Let's see how consistent this one commands. Okay, it could be it. It could be it. Signature move is getting prioritized. And on a defense team, you probably wouldn't want that, right? You probably would want specialist skill getting prioritized. Let's just test it again. Okay, it can be a little bit random. It can be a little bit random, but when Kapoor does go first, I mean, how did I make it so that Kapoor went second there? I don't even know. That Akira being in the defense team, he always goes first. Okay, it happened again. Got a little bit random the first time. Just no consistency. This is what I was just saying before. There's no consistency, and this is the problem with commands on defense. Okay, you got like, it's like 50% in the first 4 attacks. Like 50% is going to work, which isn't what you want. Defense team, you need like, defense team, you want consistency. Generally speaking, you want to know how it's going to act. There are people who put Akira on defense. There we go, got commanded again. So in that case, if it was Akira, like it would be like a reasonable burn to my entire team. Considering like my entire team would generally be an attack team. Even if it was like 5k, 10k burn, it's going to be reasonable. Okay, so maybe it's more often than not he is going to command, but I think it is the signature move blocking. You guys are correct. Had a couple of people say that. Darkness and Steve. Yeah, okay. And then when we get Awakened Lee, we'll see, but I'm guessing it's going to be a problem. Grade 4 Akira on defense could work. But then obviously his stats are going to be absolutely atrocious. But yeah. What else does he get in his kit at grade 4? Rush. Doesn't revive as many people. Don't get AP on revive. He gets the full burn, right? That's the big deal. He gets the guaranteed Halo, but it's only 50% Halo. And then he'll just have reduced stats. Signature move goes to turn 2. He could go to LB1. Couldn't he? He could go to LB1 for the starting cooldown. And then he'd get more stats. And then he'd get this first half of Sharp in Mind, where he'll get someone attack. That doesn't mean too much. So it'd mainly be for stats. I'm guessing that would work. And what is his thing again? Is it 10% of the entire team's defense attack? Sorry, is burn or something like that. 5 enemies get 10% of this fighter's living team's total attacks. That is burn damage for 2 turns. Okay. And if I just throw him on a random defense team, we could kind of see what that would mean. I think I did this in my video, I just can't remember. We'll just throw him on this team. This is going to be pretty normal because there's no attack boost or anything. Where is he? Akira. Okay, no attack boosts unless his weapon gives attack. Let's see. No, his base weapon does not give attack. Okay. And then if I did the burn, 12k burn doesn't sound like a lot, but that is actually a lot of burn for an attack team to deal with. That is actually problematic. That's like half their HP. So you're pretty much gonna have a turn 3 team wipe a lot of the time. It's kind of like a delayed Zachary, just not as powerful as Zachary, obviously, with the bleed, but yeah. It's in my head now. Today is going to be the day that they're going to throw it back to you. That saves me. And after all. Yeah, it's such a good song, man. It's actually a good feel song, you know. Backbeat, the word is on the street. I don't even know the song, but I know the song, you know. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Daylight seemed like the perfect test dummy because he won't get pissy, especially if I tell him prior. Straight up. Fair enough. But he did say, why me with poop emojis, so... Well, he may not get pissy, but he seems to be getting poopy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So the league gets worse and better when awakened, depending on how you're looking for. Yeah, you kind of would want him to be usable on defense, right? Do you think he should prioritize... What is his disarm? Okay, you probably would want him to prioritize his... You would want him to prioritize his specialist over his sig. I'll report that. It's 2 weeks until he comes out. That might get fixed. I don't think it'll be fixed before War of Champions though, which I think would be a good thing, just so that it doesn't mess with the meta too much. But that should work, right? It should work where command works on defense. Air quotes, should. Okay, it's times 3 on this. Like, strange enough, we haven't got many roadmaps going on right now. As long as you've like kept up to date, it's not too crazy. Lee 1 resets tonight. The Omid one for his event resets in a few days, or like ends in a few days. But we still haven't had the extension to the last axe. And then there's like the Lee axe roadmap, which is like 12 acts. I don't blame you if you haven't done that yet, but like right now there's only one. Okay, I'm gonna say it. There's only one awakened character out right now because there's no Cal. I think this feels better. I think this feels better. Only because of the way they've designed awakenings to be absolutely crazy, non-stop, having to do all these roadmaps. One a month seems reasonable, or make it so that you can get them in 2 weeks. I don't know. You still want to do 2 a month. The overlap was really nice in the missions though. I guess the Cal overlap is going to get wrecked if Cal is not coming out like today, and he's coming out like next week. I think he's going to come out early next week. So I think the timings on the missions are going to go all out of whack, which is kind of terrible. Okay, there's a week left on this one. How many have I got left here? We've got enough for another omid. Let's go. Do it. Okay, so that's grade 4 into grade 5. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, we need some silvers. I might have some silvers in the pools too. Has 2. So it'll be like I wasn't here. Also, I wasn't known ahead of time. He did say ahead of time. He just didn't give you much time to know. You only timed out for 10 seconds, so you couldn't type for 10 seconds, and you didn't even realize. To be fair, it's just I could see that all your comments got removed. I need more silvers. That's what I'm looking for. I need more silvers. Oh yeah, I said I was going to buy the stuff with Lee's tokens, didn't I? Can I open the randoms? I'll open some of these as well. I need some trainers. Oh, this is just one, but it's nothing crazy. I'll just... Oh, I can only open 100 at a time. Okay. I didn't think I had many. 14? I haven't opened these for 2 weeks. Okay, we get 1 tough character. 2... That's nice. We've already got a Paragon mod apparently. That's cool. I'll just get a bunch of Sadiqs, I think. We'll get 20. How many of these do I have? I think I had 124. Look at that. 100 left. We'll get 20 back soon. Need to make a maxed out Sadiq. Stop your complaining. I could have tested the 24-hour timeout. I mean, I think we all knew how it was gonna go. He was just gonna get timed out like it happened before. But last time it was just always 5 minutes. So it is nice that they have changed that. To be honest, I will be honest with that. I will be honest. It's nice that they changed that. That's good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll get a couple of grade 3s as well. So I just got a little bit of stock. I'm having to level up silvers as well, obviously, for level up points, so this isn't going to be a bad thing. I'll go for another grade 4, I think. No, that isn't how I do it. That isn't how I do it. That is. I'll level up one of these. Just to get level up points before I dissolve them. Nice. And Omid will be grade 5. And I can level him up the next tournament. I think it's where I start to get the autumn leaves from his event, right? Let me just check that. So yeah, I'm starting to get the leaves here. 3rd copy, 4th copy, 5th copy. And then leveling him up gives quite a lot. I think I can get him to like level... What can I get him to? Can I get him to level 620 as a grade 5, or is it 600? I think it's 600, so we can get 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. We can get 900 just from doing that. And then I can max out 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can get another 1200. So I can get like over 2000 just from doing what I've got already. That's kind of cool. Give me more autumn leaves to get more omids. Okay. That's not too bad. I honestly assumed it would just be like 5 clicks to change it, but it was only 1 extra click, so the UI is nice. Nice. Yeah, I think that's been a complaint. Like, Twitch has like a really good admin system, and something that a lot of the streamers who YouTube had brought over from Twitch like complained about was the fact that there wasn't great modding capability here. So that's good. What's up, Nikki? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're feeling good. I'm not mad. I haven't done the roadmaps to get axes in a while and still have plenty, and they seem to give enough with the daily check-in. Really, you haven't done the... You haven't done like the Lee roadmap. It's up for his entire event, so you only would have done it 3 times max. One for Negan, one for Garvin, one for Lee. Basically. All good, nice. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Problem is, you have to use gear medals again on Omid, and remember this week, one mission had a use gear medals set of missions. Yeah, I mean, it is problematic with the gear medal stuff. You got to time your gear medal usage reasonably well. I don't know how high I'm going to get him. I might just get him to 575 or whatever it is before I start using iron. Is it iron? Or steel? Steel. I think it's steel. Yeah, one of the huge Twitch streamers I watch came over to YouTube this month, and he's been saying it's different. Yeah. There's small things. But, yeah, glad it's got updates. We getting any compensation for leftover autumn leaves? Well, you can spend them in the market. I don't think there's going to be any, like, I mean, unless you bought offers, you generally shouldn't have leftovers. Like, you can buy stuff in the market in here. Now, what's worth it for you is based on your account, honestly. But mostly, free-to-play will only be able to pick up 5 Omeeds, and they'll have 5.2k to spend. And then that 5.2k can get you the avatar, which is ridiculous. I still think putting avatars in these stores is just the worst thing they could do. It's so stupid, but it is what it is. I don't see any other games making people decide between like an avatar and like a top tier weapon. It's just like no other game does that. Although that being said, I have seen one other game do it, and all I did was see people complain about it. So it's the games where it is done, it's complained about. Generally, avatars are quite accessible in these things. I don't know what I really need. Probably gear medals. It's just RNG golds. You see, I think I'm going to run into the same issues that I've had in the past, where I'm getting quite a reasonable abundance of gold medals because they always give out like golds in the RNG, in the like top tier thing, even if it's only 50 at a time or something. But silvers and bronze, just they're not in any rewards a lot of the time. I think it is better now. I will say that it is definitely better now, but it was so problematic in the past where silver and bronze was harder to come by, like so much harder. But yeah. Just playing Overwatch also. I think you're not live. Pretty harsh to say. The base tune, Awaken roadmap, plus 20 milestones, gave out 196, 160, and 160 extra ashes. You completed everything. Yeah, I generally do this roadmap in one go.
Good. Sounds
Hey!
good.
Thank you very much for the super chat. She should say this.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. ... And after all, you're my Wonderwall. _Lockwave.
It's weird that she said dot. Oh, it's because you did the space. Okay. ... And after all, you're my Wonderwall. It would have been amazing if she sang it. Like, even the AI knows it. And you use the the emote in the donation. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm done. I really appreciate it though, Bartholomew, honestly. Two gifteds and a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. What I gotta do is get a song stuck in Bartholomew's head and the super chats will start rolling in. Had to fully quit RTS since I just lost my account. I can't be able to make a new one since I really liked the last one. What do you mean you just lost your account? You got banned? Did you do something naughty? Did you not have it tied to a Facebook or a Scopely login? I guess it's more likely that you got banned by the sounds of it. This stream was sponsored by Bartholomew. Every now and again, it is sponsored by a community member for sure. It is appreciated though. My phone broke and it won't let me transfer it. Is it attached to? Is it attached to like a YouTube or a Facebook or anything like that? Yeah, just contact support. Yeah, you should contact support if you've bought offers, like you've bought stuff in the game before. Hello there, so you're gonna have receipts on your purchases, so you can prove it's you. You can prove it's you. They will sort you out. If you ever purchase anything, send a screenshot and they will sort it. Yeah, exactly. Just block out like some of your important account information when you send a screenshot, generally speaking. Yeah, just contact support. You can do it in game and they'll just switch your account. Just if you get your account back, just make sure you like link it on a Facebook so you don't run into this issue again. You know, it's set up like do you guys remember? This is crazy old in RTS, but there were people suspicious of the linking to Facebook because people thought that Scopely was stealing your Facebook details, and they didn't do it. And the amount of people I saw lose their account when their phone died, or you know whatever, or got stolen or something, and they couldn't get access to their account on their new device. And it's like, why didn't you do it? It's because, oh, it's suspicious. It's just like, what? It's an API thing. Like, it's just an API thing. Like at most, it gets they find out your email. That's about it. Every time you buy something, that order number is linked to your account. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I have mine linked to my Gmail. When are we supposed to get the Paragon mod for the Rick Rhymes survey? Your guess is as good as mine. I filled it out twice, so I'm getting 2 mods. Did anyone else fill it out more than once? I actually filled it out more than once just to see what would happen and see if I got 2 Paragon mods. Would be hilarious, but and it's a choice mod. It did say choice mod, but it didn't say what choice it would be. It could theoretically be like RNG mod choice set, which basically is RNG. Like, that's a fake choice. Fake choice. But if it's a proper choice mod, I would be genuinely surprised. And that has to be, I will go ahead and say, that has to be one of the worst ever surveys that I've ever done. It literally was 2 questions. Did you pull for Rick? Yes. How many copies did you get? You know, however many copies you got. That was it. Surely they can work that out already. Like, don't they have the information already? They know how many people pulled for him. They know how many people, like, got him to a certain grade. They can check grades. They didn't ask me, like, what did I feel about Rick? Did I think Rick was a good character? You know? What team, like, this other game I play, called Watcher of Realms, they do questionnaires too, but they also do a trick question first to see that you're actually, like, paying attention. And they ask you, what is this character good at? Because if you troll them with that, they'll basically know you're a troll, and they will probably ignore the rest of your answers. Whereas in RTS, they don't do that. In RTS, they don't do that. Okay, I should revive one of my teammates here, right? I guess I have to have that passive upgraded. I killed him on purpose to try and get that done. Is there another war before the Season 6 war tokens go? I need to spend mine before I lose them. Yeah, one more war this weekend. This is the last war for the tokens. Then there's a 2-week break. Then it's War of Champions. And then there's probably a little break. And then new war season will be... No, actually, a new war season generally doesn't begin straight away. But like something will begin, like start again. There'll be a new warring. I heard if you said no, they wanted to know why. Oh, okay. They should still know why you wanted to do something, right? Why did you pull for the character? You know, I liked the fact that it was Rick, for instance. Or I liked the fact that he looked like an interesting leader. Or something, you know? Petition to get Locke in the TWD RTS headquarters. According to some, I've been there for years. I've been there for years. The poll was basically Scopely asking players if they be spending. The last words on a sentence just gets blocked out every time. I hate it. I mean, yeah, but surely they've got the there's analytics that they can look at to see if people are pulling. Right? I would assume that they can surely see which characters get used a lot, which teams get used. You know? They can surely see this sort of information, so I would assume they can see how many people have a certain grade of character in their roster. Because I know once before, in the old forums, there was a question that was given by a developer. It's like, what is the rarest character in the game right now? And I think the rarest character in the game was like the previous character that just got released, which was Herschel at the time, his 5-star version. Because if you got him, you generally speaking would put him to 6-star because he was a 6-star. It was the Guardian Shield Herschel, Red Herschel. So they do have those stats, I'm pretty sure. That poll was basically Scopely asking players if... Yeah, sorry, I read that one. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just weird. I would have thought they would have had that information in terms of how many people pulled, like actually how many people pulled and then how many pulls they did. And surely they've even got the information like how many pulls on average did people do to get, you know, the character to a certain grade. I would have thought they would have had all this information. Because like Scopely has always done so much of their stuff based on pure stats, not actual like like reality, just pure numbers, you know. Who's the best basketball player in the like history? It's the guy who scores average points per game. It's obviously the best, you know. Not anything, no other reasoning. Rarest tune in the game has to be the TOC avatar. I don't know, there is another avatar which was a choice that you had to get, was called the Zombody, right? TOC avatar still went to thousands of people. Now, would thousands of people taken that avatar over getting characters? I did. I took it. I know Noah took it. I don't think many other people did. I remember Noah took it. But other than that, I know which one's the most common avatar because I've got 6 of it. Think they'll release an OP tune right before World Champions weekend? I have a feeling they probably will, especially with this Lone Wolves attack team that's coming. You know, they'll probably release a very powerful character before the next World Champions for sure. I'm hoping it's going to be Lone Wolves though. No random heavy defense characters going to get released, and just like really good attack characters. But even then, I think certain players hate meta shifts. Well, I personally do hate meta shifts before World Champions. I don't think World Champions is spectacularly competitive, but to have a huge meta shift before it as well, where like I imagine Maggie was released like, I don't know, the payback one, the one that reduces payback damage to 0. Imagine she was released like 4 days before World Champions. You know? Bizarre. I will say something that Scopely do really badly is their re-release of characters. I'm guaranteeing, right, before World Champions happens, they're not going to do another run on Clementine. They're not going to do another run on Tyrese. I mean, actually, didn't they just announce something with Tyrese? They announced a stash. They might do like a stash with Clementine, but they won't do a will run. You know? The last World Champions, people were begging, straight up begging, please, can you just do a rerun for Circuit? And I even was talking in PC and stuff and talking to people at Scopely saying, look, I'm just getting loads of people saying they want Circuit, and they just didn't rerun it. It was just like, it's weird that they just didn't rerun a character that a lot of people wanted and were willing to spend for. It just was weird. Very strange. Shark said just one more Lone Wolf before World Champions. Well then, we'll see how much of a massive damage dealer they are. Cal is the next Awakened Toon. Is the second of the 4 we know. The 2 after that is Maggie and Glenn, from what we know. Watch stack equals pay. Is that stash? I mean, stash is... I don't like the stashes they've done so far. I will say this. The best stashes they've ever done were in freemium events. Freemium stash is the best. It gives free-to-play some accessibility, and it makes people who are spenders already get a taste. Whereas in these stashes, right, I don't know if the other one's up anymore. The Princess one gone. Yeah, the Princess one's gone. But in these stashes, they're completely premium. Like, you have to buy the like a key to unlock the possibility. So like, there's no accessibility. If it was accessibility through pools, then even free-to-play could save up pools to do them. I don't think that's even a good system personally. I think it would be better to do like an event, like an Omid event, and then in that event you give away some tokens, let's say 30, but the stash, let's say like you give away 60 and the stash needs 100, but there's 2 stashes. You know how they had like, you complete 1 stash and it goes to the next stash? You could have the first one have 3 versions of the character and the second one having 2 versions of the character. And obviously the completion bonus is like basically what we saw with Easter Eva and stuff like this. Now, a lot of people didn't like it, but those characters were just better. They're just going to be better, and it has more chance of them being a good character. So I think it's better for free to play in terms of balance. It's basically like, imagine you're playing the game as a free to play and you're getting like 3 versions of an advanced character that's coming out. It's generally going to be better than a character that's in a free to play, fully free to play event. There are some characters that kind of stand out as free to play characters, but some of them are just no. Oh, my game's just crashed. Game crashed. 10 free pulls in Tyrese one. Is there now? Okay. I still think it's bad. I mean, is there free pulls? Are you sure? Is there a roadmap attached? I still think it's a bad one though. You still have to spend to do pulls on a wheel you don't necessarily want to. You know? I still don't. I think it's a long time since we've seen stashes, so they're probably just finding their feet again. But those old stashes were much nicer, you know? Like that Molly event, I actually purposely won an SR tournament. Just... My game's just reset again. I just purposely won an SR tournament just to get Did I lose my energy? I lost my energy. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Wait, did I lose my energy here as well? Okay, no, I'm not going to do that roadmap in case it just keeps resetting. We won't do anything that needs anything special. Just stuff that needs world energy. It's going to reset again, I can feel it. No way you won an SR? Tell us more. Yeah, I won this SR tournament. And obviously, when you win a tournament, it says who wins. No one in my faction said, like, nice one, look. And I was like, oh, maybe people don't say that stuff. I don't know. The next tournament, someone came, like, second. And people were like, nice one to that person. I was just like... I was like, The people screams, "Pay my take my money." Exactly, that's pretty much what happened, honestly. So, I mean, hopefully they do a rerun of the characters that people like want for War Champions, because people want the good characters for War Champions, and it just seems like foolish not to rerun the characters that people want. I would be doing loads of rerun wheels before War Champions, loads. It's better to do rerun wheels than bring out new characters. You got a chance to making money of characters that already exist. Doesn't hurt the balance of power too much. Yes, there's a roadmap. Not sure if you need Ty to do it or not. I mean, that would be kind of weird. What's up, Tyler? Welcome to the stream. I can check it out though. Let's check out that blog post. I kind of ignore premium events just because it's very inaccessible. There's only a very small amount of players that are really interested in pure premium stuff in RTS. Always has been the case. You know, this isn't a massive game. In other games, there are some people who build their entire content off of the premium side of the game. So all they do is they do offer reviews and stuff like this because there are so many people who play the game and there are just so many people who spend. But that isn't where it is in RTS. Okay, Ultimate Tyrese's Stash is the one, right? Okay. Hopefully my layout's correct. Okay, here we go. Ultimate Tyrese's Stash. Here's another chance to claim Gold Mythic Tyrese. Complete basic tier missions by pulling Tyrese well and getting rewarded with Ultra Mythic tokens. Purchase a holiday key to participate in premium tier missions and get rewarded with Walking Dead tokens. Players will need to use Walking Dead tokens to access Ultimate Tyrese's Stash. 1 Walking Dead token equals 1 pull on the stash. Players can also complete the challenge roadmaps to get 10 Walking Dead tokens for free. Players who complete the stash will also get 2 Gold Mythic Fighter choice boxes. For the first 2 days of the event, the holiday key will be available for $20. From the 3rd day, the price will increase to $25. I think the key's quite expensive, honestly. They also put too many items in the stash. They should just limit it to less items, honestly. Straight up, there's 100 items in there. This is one of the most. This is the roadmap. Looks quite accessible at least. But yeah, there's just 100 items in there. It's just tons. Now, the characters. I need Kyle. That's pretty much it. I don't know why Sophia's in there. She's in the Mythic Market right now. That's not great. I don't like that there's just loads of ones in there. Casanova Davey I need actually as well. There's quite a lot of it. Paragon mods, chance bags, plat mods, and then mods to tier like silvers to tier up characters. Although it's a lot of tough silvers for some reason. Lots of trainers. So I mean, free to plays are going to mostly come out of trainers. Could get lucky. It's obviously 1%, but I don't know who this is aimed at. You know, I don't. As a player, who is this aimed at? The only person who I think would look at this and go, "Yo, this is sick," is someone who is brand new to the game and is a whale. But those are very small percentage of players, and they've done this for quite a long time, where they create stuff that is only good for new whales, not current whales. You wanna make current whales wanna pull on stuff. Spenders will spend, right? But they've got all these characters already. They need to just either have only choice boxes, and I bet the choice box still only has characters in it. I bet there's no like anything else but characters. It's just going to be a selection of characters. And I brought this up so many times. They just ignore it at this point. It's pointless to even continue. Like, yeah, it's just all characters. So what happens if you've got all 5 of those guys? You know? What happens if you've got all 5? What's the incentive to get those crates if you've got all 5 of them? None. So there has to be something else in there that's incentive, and it could just literally be like 10,000 advanced tokens, which is definitely worse than those 5 characters. If you need the character, but if you're a whale, it's 10,000 advanced tokens. You see the bit more incentive. I've said this like so many times already with the crates that we've been given. I've got like 15 crates in my inventory, which is just all guild bits because there's nothing in there that I can get. No one's gonna pull for guild bits, man. I'd be surprised if these do like very, very well. I could design like a whale event and it'll do really well, and it also wouldn't upset the balance of power. Like, it would be including things that already exist, not creating anything new. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Honestly, didn't like the arena compensation. I think they should have just done 10 to 20k gold minute tokens. The arena compensation was exactly what we missed out on in here. It was just exactly what we missed out on. Was this plus this, right? I'm pretty sure. So they gave us like 40 of these, 350 of Lee, plus 350 of Gov, and then I think we got something else like maybe from this. I might have done the arenas one here. Or was that just it? 40 gold, medals, 350 gov, 3. So it wasn't compensation like we're getting extra, it was just compensation, we're just getting what we missed. Which is fine. They already announced that leagues wouldn't be happening for a week. It's just the arena issue was like a surprise. Does anyone else still use 5-star Pam Lead to passively level their S class on roadmaps? If you're doing that, bro, there's no way. There's no way you're doing that. There's just no way. Isn't it world map, not roadmap? I don't even think I've got her anymore, to be honest. Like, surely it's just not doing anything, man. You can't be that hard up for trainers, man. Is that her? Yeah, I've still got her. I locked her. Oh no, I didn't lock her, but I will. All teammates get a... It's only on road maps. Bro. I'm gonna put in level 1s right now. Right? I'm putting in level 1s. You've got to be quite restricted as well, because a lot of these only allow mythics a lot of the time. Like, this only allows mythics, so I can't take on this one. I will make the team though. I hope I can make the team. Okay, it allows me to make the team. Cool. Okay, let me check out some grade 1 characters. Who else do I want to level? All these extra advanced and ultras I got. Oh god, I'm tired. We'll just put Clem in. That'll be enough. Now I can't run the roadmap. So, what roadmap are you doing that allows you to do that? Story roadmap? What's it based off of? Isn't it based off like the energy cost of the stage or something? I will say it looks cool. These trainers made the game kind of look cool. Because like, it was just different. When you like got your inventory stuff at the end, it was like, oh, you got this character, XP. It's just kind of cool. Okay. So she's unleveled, I'm pretty sure. And we'll get some XP here. It's not working for mythic characters, bro. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, she is leveled. But 6 XP, man. I mean, so it's 6 times the energy cost. I mean, unless they come out of a roadmap that requires, I don't know, how much XP am I giving these characters? I can't even figure it out. Oh, on the left hand side. It needs to get completely maxed out or tier 1, it's 200k. You can't be even making that much of a dent. You can't be even making that much of a dent. Like if you were getting 1,000 a stage, maybe, but you're not even getting 100. Oh, S class. You're leveling S classes. Okay. I was gonna say mythics. It's like, yeah. I mean, maybe leveling up like old 5 stars, but I mean, I don't know. There's probably a better way of doing it in terms of like the energy you're spending there versus the energy you could spend to just use on training grounds for other trainers. Check Discords. Discord is taking a long time to update. Okay, so it's your team there. And you're just leveling them to level them, basically. I mean, if you're just doing it to do it, then that's fine, I guess, but just for the lols. I kind of did like those leaders, but it's a thing. Like, Scopely didn't like them for whatever reason. I think a lot of the time it comes down to it didn't seem to be a monetary hit. You know? I think it can take some time for people to come around to certain things. That Mr. Lou has been 149 for okay. It's sentimental though. Yeah. How many tokens can you get in total for this event? It's meant to be 11,000. Yeah. The Negan one was the highest, and I think they miscalculated it. The Negan one was the nicest event. Straight up. It was the nicest one. We got 5k. We've got to spend extra tokens. Like, I'd have legit right now 4k to spend. So I could clear out these things. I could buy another mod here. And then I could maybe buy like one or two of these. I still have extras to buy. But it just felt nicer. Like, if you want silvers, it'd be sick. You'd be able to buy all of these silvers. You know? It'll be decent. But as it stands, like, yeah. What was it? Lead tokens. I want to spend some here. I can spend 1,000 because you see, I'm halfway through the event right now. 2 weeks have gone past. I've got half of the 11k. I can spend 1,000. I feel like I will be fine to get the other 5,000, 6,000, 5,500. Sorry. So as long as I don't go below 4.4k, I'm good. So I could buy like 2 of the mods. I could get some token crates. I think I'm going to do what I've done every time, which is like 1 mod, 2 advanced, 1 ultra, and then 2 silvers now. So that's what we're going to do. So 1 mods. Okay, 1 ultra. 2 advanced. I can spend 250 more. So yeah, 2 advanced. One of these days. One of these days. So this is pretty much what the store's going to look like every single time for me. Where I basically get 1 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these, and then if I go for the character. Cal, I might not go for the character and completely clean out this. It'll be good as well because the timing's quite nice for before War of Champions to get as many extra Paragon mods and stuff as I can. That'd be pretty decent. I've got a Paragon mod or 2 to open right now. LB3 Ascended Pam. Yeah! Oh, goodness. Okay, what else have we got to open? Loads of nothings. I'll just open them from the left hand side. I don't really care about these anymore. It's crazy, right? Paragons have made mod scrap useless. I mean, I think you still should level up plats from time to time for specific mods if you need them, but okay, there's one. We'll come back to you. Okay, so we've got 2 mods. Any guesses, guys? Full RNG mod on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, guaranteed HP set, but RNG actual stat. You know, whether it's a resist or a defense versus attack versus. We want, obviously, one that works with HP set, hopefully. So basically, any debilitating status effect, generally speaking, except maybe impair. Defense versus anything is great. Defense or HP is decent, but HP is probably better. And then bottom left hand corner, like graze, defense while confused, defense while stunned. Those are probably the best ones. Crit chance. Don't want any of that crit chance. Confuse resist on crit. Yeah, on the left hand side, full RNG. We'll do the full RNG one first, see what we get. Full on random, guys. Can get lucky. We'll see. HP on HP. This is the random one. So we could theoretically get 2 HP on HPs here. Theoretically. Because we've already got HP set. That's a decent mod. That's a decent mod. I do seem to use quite a lot of HP mods, although I also use quite a lot of defense. We just use so many defensive mods now, so yeah. Okay, what we're going to get for the actual HP set guaranteed mods? Yo! 2 mods that work. I'll take it. I'll take it. And there are definitely some alert characters I've got that would use that. Pretty decent. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. We definitely have to get around to remodding my roster soon. I need to do it before War of Champions for sure. I've got a lot of mods just sitting here which I haven't even equipped. I've got a lot of mods that I just need to look at that. Look at my defense versus fast on the HP sets. I'm pretty sure I can upgrade like my full team of toughs wherever they are. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of mods just ready to be used. It's just a pain, proper pain to sort out my teams. I'm pretty much going to go through all my teams as well and do the old delete everything, remake my teams. I have to like take screenshots because I've got some nice teams that work quite nice. Like this team works nice. This team works nice. This is an old team which I don't really use as much, but it works okay. And that's pretty much it on the main teams. So I don't want to mess up the teams. The weapons are straightforward most of the time. Krista could use that. Krista generally needs defense though. That's the only problem. Let's see what I've got on her right now. I have actually got HP on her. So you see like here's a straight up upgrade for her. I wonder why I've got HP on her though. Behind a Clementine, she gets mad amounts of HP, so she doesn't need. And she's got 120k HP. She needs defense, realistically. She needs defense. But yeah. And I need to make a 3rd defense team. I don't think this one's working amazing. Oh no, this one definitely isn't working amazing yet. But like all these characters, I could effectively put defense versus fast on them now. Is he not a tank? He do be not be. Maybe give him his own weapon. He's got decent stats. I just move all my teams I want to keep to the 40s and 50s and rebuild in the top 15 slots. Yeah, true enough, I can move teams around now, so it's not as bad. But I just, you know how like over time you just add teams randomly that you've got to do like roadmaps on and stuff like this? I've just got like loads of, like I added this today just to test that out, but it'll just be there for like forever now. Like some of these teams, I don't even know what they're doing there. It was probably like a test at one point, but then now I don't know why it's there. It could be in a roadmap team. Like I was messing around with something with Princess here, and this team exists for a reason, you know? Like I understand why I've got like a full fast team or a full strong team, because I've got those roadmaps where you have to use those traits, so obviously I keep those. I've got my Telltale team, which I do roadmaps with wherever it is. I do a lot of content with that team because it's one of the easiest farm teams and it's like safe. And I've got my normal farm team with drop leads. So some of them make sense, but some of them I just don't even know why I built them. Yeah. Like I had to do an Awakened lead team could have just put Lee in the Telltale team, but I think I just put in a different team altogether. What did I do? There we go. Someone asked about this team with Job. It's literally just a random team thrown together with Job lead. Just so I can use Job. He's got quite a lot of attack here, actually. The stats aren't too bad. The stats aren't too bad. I wonder if there's potential of using like a really good fast attack team. With like Isabel. I know I need to bring this team back, so we're not going to save it. Really? Who else is no one else really boosts damage, do they? $181k damage on Job. Not even breaking a sweat. Nice, it's 20% weapon on Kenny. I don't think there's a percentage weapon here. There isn't. That's not too bad, and there's not one here either. Man, we could actually get easy more damage on Job. 240k, like that's kind of weird. It's got really high damage. Is that any leader or is that just Job? I think Job brings extra attack, doesn't he? I think Job brings extra attack. Leader skill. Why is it saying there's no leaders? Oh, is there? Okay. Yeah, or maybe not actually. Okay, so all leaders are going to get that. I think Job does have a boost though, doesn't he? On his passive. All Road to Survival Allegiance teams get 30% attack. Who is Road to Survival other than Raven? Not really anyone other than Raven, is it? Damage wise. You know, I thought that Georgia was Road to Survival, but I think she's actually a rebel or something, right? It's a shame. I think if it had one more damage dealer. See, this is also something that RTS don't do very well, is they don't utilize bonuses that already exist in the game to make new characters that come out seem better to get. Like, if they brought a new NWO character out, instantly they're going to be amazing because they've got Trader who exists and they'd already have the Trader synergy with this new character. Instantly, right? In terms of getting the AP and getting the rush off of that character, people would be able to easily work that out straight away. Same can be said for this. Like, 30% extra attack. Someone would work out that the second they bring out a new Road to Survival character, they're going to have better attack. So if they bring out another damage dealer who's Road to Survival, Job instantly becomes A, he's better, so you can rerun him at the same time, and B, the character that you just released is going to be more attractive because people have Job or Job's running at the same time. Saints and Sinners. Now she was in a. She's Rebels, right, for sure. She's Control, I think. Yeah, she's a Rebel. A Rebel. I love her weapon. It looks so nice. It just says assault rifle, but it's weird. On this it doesn't have a silencer, but on here it does. I kind of like it without a silencer, which is weird because I really like silenced weapons, you know, suppressed weapons. Clem isn't bad as a control support tune. Clem lead, Carver, Kenny, Lee, Yuletide. Yeah, like a Telltale team. Yeah, same sort of deal. I guess the next Telltale Allegiance will make the biggest difference, because if they bring out attack characters in that, then they know they're going to get bonuses from Carver. Like, Carver suddenly could get better because of that. Now, how viable Carver is going to be long term is questionable, but we'll see. That is the game she's originally from, yeah. I think they completely removed that. She might be called I might say Saints and Sinners in her title. Was it, was she an S class? Or was she... I know she's going to have a 6-star no matter what. But did she have an S class? I say no matter what, but she's not here at all. Is she a 5-star? She was strong, right? Strong Georgia. Have I forgot how to spell? She's not in here. That's weird, isn't it? She doesn't... Oh, she doesn't have a 6-star version. That's right. Oh, it's now just called limited edition at the top. It used to say Saints and Sinners up there. What about that other dude? This dude's limited edition. And then I think May was also part of that group. Limited edition. And she had the most crazy weapon, man. Imagine getting taken out by a rolling pin. Like... I don't know, it's just hilarious. That's a good one. Oh boy. Oh god, I hated this character so much. Visually it was really cool. You know, back when you could get multiple characters, people were like rolled with 2 Mr. Lose on defense teams. Like that was when the game was genuinely like 0 skill defense teams. Just it was all money. I mean, it's kind of at that point again, honestly, but I had 3 of him. What, 3 S-class Mr. Lose when he first got released. I think I eventually got 2, but yeah, my defense team eventually was actually pretty good. Like, I can't lie, it was actually not bad in the S-class era. Like, I think I had Aaron Lead, Tara, the Outlaster Revive, Mr. Lou. I had Job, who was a big troll on defense teams with his burn. And then the last character, I can't exactly remember who it was. It might have been like Jesus Shield or something like that. It was just something like someone weird. I don't think it was a shield actually, but it was a fast or a tough character. Hey, Shani! It should pop up on the screen.
Feels good. Sounds good.
I hope the IRS has corrected the issue by now. But HELLOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO
It is all completed. Everything is fixed there. Everything is great. It was nice and swift when, like, at the end, but it took a long time to get done. So yeah, I do get my paychecks from YouTube now, which is nice. And I should be getting one in like 2 or 3 days from last month's YouTubes. I have bad memories of Mr. Lu. Like, you just hate a character that was good on defense, you know, you just end up hating her. Shiny, yeah. Toxic because I had 1 leveled, so he wouldn't go off until turn 2, so it would cleanse initial bleeding and still be there. Yeah. I've been peeking in a lot. I'm just being quiet. It's all good. I appreciate the super chat though. Thank you very much. But it is nice to see you type in again as much as I do get. I know I get lurkers, obviously, because I have, you know, I have viewers who don't chat a lot of the time, just chilling out, or they might rewatch a stream later on, you know. But yeah, I've been getting ready to move. Nice. Hopefully excited. I know moving house is one of the, like, the 3 or 4 big things in life that can be very stressful, but you know, just know that at the end of the rainbow, hopefully, is something that you want. I mean, definitely lurking. Well, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But yeah, feeling pretty good at the moment. I'm dealing with some real life stuff, just like in general. But hopefully in the next week, like couple of weeks, it should be all sorted. But I've had some really good things happen. Iris, one thing, obviously. Like I just felt like, I know it can happen sometimes, I felt like for like a year or 2 period, I constantly was dealing with just a new thing every time. I'd have one thing get fixed, and then literally like within 48 hours a new thing would appear, which would be massive and problematic. The IRS thing was just always hanging over the top. That's gone away. Lots of small things going away. And now it seems like I'm getting some good things going my way, which is great. So yeah, I think like in about a month's time I should be kind of stable and can really focus on my content, because at the moment I'm having to not focus on my content as much. But yeah, moving to Hawaii, that sounds stressful, like you say, but also that kind of sounds like it could be amazing as well. We had a huge whale in my faction who ran a few teams with 2 or 3 traders. Since in 100 pulls he pulled 3 S-class traders, and he ran a team with Mr. Lose. Dude's mods were all high level plat. I mean, to get 3 S-class from 100 pulls is crazy lucky, as in like insane. I got 1 S-class character straight up until like really near the end of the S-class era, where I got like 2 more. Like I got Diego and I got Garrett. But yeah, that's nuts. I got Michonne. If anyone remembers my Michonne pool video, man, that was a big pull, and she was so much fun to use instantly. Isn't the timing a bit poor for that? Not even joking. Oh, you mean because of the I mean, I think countries are always dealing with something, and Hawaii's big enough. It was obviously terrible what happened, but unfortunately, like, countries always doing some random stuff. Why are you deciding to move, Shani? Is it for work stuff? Man, cycling around Hawaii is gonna be a lot of fun. Just thinking about it. That is gonna be picturesque. Gonna have like the ocean on one side and some like mountainous view on the other. You could make a YouTube channel, Shani. Shani in Hawaii, and you're just cycling around. Husband is still in the military, so we have to move. Okay. Yeah, I'd watch that, right? I'd tune in. I'm gonna be honest, I watch some random content now and again, right? And there's this dude that I've been following on YouTube who is a like Uber driver, like Uber Eats or DoorDash, you know, that sort of thing. And he makes around about, I think he makes about, he can sometimes makes like $50 an hour doing that stuff, maybe, if he's like doing really well. But his YouTube videos would be making him thousands, which I think is just hilarious, because the fact that he's doing, you know, that thing, but that he's getting 500,000 views on his videos, it's great. It's great. And the way he breaks down him doing this stuff as well is like whether it's a good day or a bad day, how much money he made and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking, bro, you're about to get 500,000 views on this video. Even if you made like $1, you're probably good. You're probably doing good. But no, I just find it nice to see, like, honestly, it's nice to see him like go around different areas. Like, he's in England, and he took the train from London to Brighton, which isn't too far, but he did like a day where he was going around Brighton to do deliveries. And it was just nice to see like a different place, and that's coastal as well, so it was a lot of nice views. But yeah, Hawaii would be crazy. I may need a GoPro, good idea. Yeah, I'd definitely look into it. You might want to just test it out with just your phone or something, and if it seems like a massive hassle, then don't worry about it. But if it's not, you know. Like, you don't see this guy's face at all during his videos either. He's talking because he has like a microphone hooked up to his stuff, like a hands-free, like wireless, so it doesn't like get caught on anything. And he's talking about the trip. He's talking about what he's doing. Like, he'll react to like, oh, doesn't that look nice or something like that, you know, but it's very much about what he's seeing and experiencing. It's really interesting content. Just, I don't know, I find it fun. And that, just thinking about Hawaii could be really great. But yeah, sounds like you're going to have a lot of fun with that cycling for sure. I'm excited, yeah, I've got no doubt. I've got no doubt. And I've got no doubt you'll find people who are doing the same, because I'm pretty sure like coastal regions in most places is quite flat and very, very good for cycling. I may see if I can get into shape to attempt a half marathon when I'm there too. Okay, good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. A half marathon. What's that? Is that 10 miles or something? Or is that... I don't know what a marathon... I don't know what the distance of a marathon is, honestly. Still waiting for someone to respond. Yeah, they're not going to be quick. For sure. You might want to message someone on Discords as well, you know. Like maybe talk to Shucks, who's the community manager. Hopefully they'll help. 26 miles, okay. This reminded me of the Fahrenheit situation. Why that number? Just why? I guess there's a reason for it, but you know. Whatever. 13.1. Is that 13.1 for a half marathon? So that would generally take, like, if you're pacing a mile at 5 minutes, let's say you're being safe and saying like 8-minute miles, that's gonna take you like 2 hours to run. Oh man, running for 2 hours sounds something. Like that's minimum. That's if you're in good shape, right? I don't even know. Like that's probably really good shape to do a two hour half marathon. 2 hours 45 minutes. Okay. I'm slow. I mean, that's decent. That's decent. I wouldn't finish it. 10 minutes in, I'd be in a ditch somewhere. Oh my god. I mean, it's because the distance from a marathon to Rome. Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense, but it's kind of like it's just it's a weird arbitrary number, but it has some history, but it doesn't mean anything still. Like there is a reasoning, but it doesn't mean anything. Like I don't know. It's interesting. $26 is a full. So I guess a 26 would take you like 6 hours. That's dangerous. That sounds dangerous to me. It goes back to Roman times where a soldier had to run from marathon to Rome to alert them that the invaders were approaching. I wonder how long it took him to do it. Hey, what's up, Basham? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream. Feels good, sounds good, Basham. All good. Are you still playing All Stars, Basham? Just got off work, okay. Well, you East Coast, right? So it's 6 PM for you-ish. Yeah, still playing AS. If they ever release Telltale characters in that game, hit me up. You have to tell me. I won't go back and play it necessarily. I just want to see the art, because their art style was really nice. So if they ever do Telltale characters, which is not impossible, I would definitely like to know. So feel free to hit me up with that information. When I wake up, I know it's gonna be. Still stuck in your head like hours later.
Good.
When I wake up, well, I know it's gonna be, but
I'm sure it would have been horseback, but there's a famous tale of some random soldier doing it on foot in a specific instance, which is the basis of them doing it in real life. That's weird. That's actually kind of mad that still exists today, right? Don't you think that's crazy? In terms of like that trend somehow caught on and has now gone worldwide, and it's hundreds and hundreds of years old, you know. But it isn't like how to cook the best steak, you know. It isn't like how to do something that most people would want to do. It's how to run a long distance for a long time. Like, not many people are really surely thinking, yeah, this is what I want to do. But it just became a thing. That's kind of mad. Hey, what's up, Tex? Glad I checked. What did you check, bro? What did you check? Yeah, East Coast. Oh, you were gonna go live, bro. I'm about to end my stream soon, Tex. So if you want to go live now, I can host you. As long as you've turned on hosting, I can host you. Go live now, bro, and I'll host you. I just woke up. It's all good, man. If you're gonna live stream, I'll host you in like 2 or 3 minutes. Just link me your stream on Discord, and I'll try and host you if I'm able to. No, it's all right. It's all right. Just link me your stream, and I should be able to do it automatically if it's on, like if you've enabled it. But if you haven't, we'll sort it out for another time. Do the Mauna Kea climb, 42 miles and 14,000 foot elevation gain. Yeah, about that. A 42-mile climb. That's gonna take days, right? Like, I'm not like imagining that would take a long time to do. I'm gonna write that down. I want to do everything. Then when I get bored, I'll hop on a plane to Japan or Australia. We got the Olympics from back in those times too. Yeah. That one kind of makes sense to a certain. That's kind of like a competition. I know the marathon is theoretically a competition, but the majority of people who do it don't do it for the competitive side of it, right? They do it for the personal side of it, you know. And it just seems interesting that it has caught on and stayed around, and like, you know, and survived the test of time without any real big rule changes, you know. Like, soccer is going through some big things at the moment, where it's having some rule changes come in terms of like how many games are played in a season, how many teams are going to qualify for World Cups and stuff like this. It's just going to massively change the history of the game, and it's just weird. And that's only been around for 100 years, effectively, and not even that when it comes to certain competitions. So the fact that, you know, the marathon's still 26.2 or whatever it is, and it's just great. I kind of like that idea, like the fact that exists. Okay, let's see if this works, Tex. Let's see if this works. Redirect. Search for other channels. What's this? Redirect privileges needed. Ask Tex to add you to the live redirect. Yeah, he has not turned it on. So I'll have to link it in the chat, guys. I'm gonna end my stream. I do appreciate you tuning in. Tex has just started a stream, so if you want to watch some more RTS content, you can go drop by Tex's stream, which is here. I'll drop by there for a bit as well, so I'll see you in the chat. If you want to jump into Tex's stream, you can do here. I will be streaming this weekend some World Champions qualifier, and tomorrow I'll be releasing at least one video, but hopefully two. If I can actually, you know, get the videos done tonight, I'll be releasing 2. But yeah, that's the end of my my stream tonight, guys. I want to thank you ever so much for tuning in, and as always, Keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.